Okay.
2001, last 12 years of the League of Illinois Bicyclists. And he is engaged in a project which will show us how little we know. So we'll proceed. Thank you, Bill.
And I think my statement that I came up off the cuff about 20% of cyclists being able to answer this question may have been an underestimate. We'll see. Again, my name is Ed Barsati, and I've been here. I've talked with folks on spokes, I would say 3-4 times over the years. It's good to be back. What I have talked about in the past included a number of the different advocacy efforts that we do. So briefly, we're involved with trying to make road designs more bike-friendly. We're involved with Springfield counties, working on policies, a lot of the nitty-gritty of trying to make our roads a little more bike-friendly. We're involved with trails and getting more trails, protecting funding for trails, either in Washington or in Springfield. We've done some legislation, such as the 3-foot law. We got the license plate bill passed. And we're also involved with education of cyclists and motorists as well. So a number of different things, all with the goal of improving bicycling conditions in Illinois. So instead of tonight going through each of those categories, I'm going to focus on one. And that's an effort we've been working on 6 to 8 months or so. A project to create a learning tool for motorists and cyclists about what are the relevant laws, what are the skills to be safer out there. Okay? So the tool that we're developing is going to be at the website called bikesafetyquiz.com. We were pleased that that URL was available. The intention of it is that we recognize there's really a big need. You know, there exist classes for cyclists where you can learn a traffic skills 101 class, like an 8-hour course, in-depth training to really learn what you need to know to be safe out on the roadways. But not too many people take these classes. So there's a lot of people, cyclists as well as non-cyclists, who really don't know what are the rules regarding bicycling, what are the skills to be safe out there. And there's a lot of motorists who don't know as well. How many people, fairly young guy here, with driver's education, did anyone here get driver's education that talked about bicycling, what to do around cyclists? Does anyone remember that from their driver's ed?
I haven't driven a car since 1998.
Okay, all right. So there really is a serious lack of education among the mainstream public on what to do as a motorist, what to do as a cyclist. Our project is hoping to try to change that a little bit, make a dent, and bring about better education of both of those audiences. As a small organization with a statewide focus, we do what's called a sum to lots approach. It's tough for us to go to Decatur, to Collinsville, conduct classes, meet in all the high schools around the state and so on. So we've tried to specialize in creating resources that can be used around the state. One of the resources will be this online bike safety quiz that we're developing. So the format that we're going to use is online learning, where you go to a website, you'll take a quiz, and this is in contrast to perhaps just reading a manual or reading an article. By taking a quiz, it tends to motivate people a little bit more. How much do you really know? Test your knowledge. And if you miss a question, you'll learn why you missed the question and hopefully retain the knowledge a little bit better. So we've decided to do a sum to lots approach, providing some information in the format of online quizzes. The website is going to have modules for adult cyclists, for child cyclists, as well as motorists. We are structuring it so that individuals can take these, but we also have the ability that driver's education classes can easily use this as a homework assignment. The child cyclist module will be set up for 4th, 5th, 6th graders. And it'll be set up very easily so that teachers can use that in the classroom. So we hope to unveil that probably another month or so. We're making progress. We're going to have some publicity when we do launch the site, and it's going to be at bikesafetyquiz.com. So what I'd like to do tonight is show you what it's going to look like, and then ask you some of the sample quiz questions that we have. I've mentioned already that the motivation for this is that there really is a big educational gap among the public. A lot of motorists don't know what to do around cyclists and vice versa. We have heard as an advocacy organization, a lot of people saying that bicyclists should be licensed. The approach that we're taking is that it would be better to be proactive and provide a tool to educate people without a formal licensing procedure through the Secretary of State. That would be a better approach. And then also with police. Police are involved in educating the public. We want to work with them, providing an educational tool. We think this will be that tool. Okay, so the next few slides are simulations of what the website is going to look like. So you'll go to bikesafetyquiz.com,
We get more of that strength.
and right away you'll have the choice of 3 different modules, depending on whether you're a kid, adult cyclist, or a motorist. If you're an adult cyclist, you'll get some brief instruction introducing you to this. You'll log on to an account that you create. Same thing if you're a motorist. If you're a motorist who's in the driver's education course, the instructor will provide you a code that's unique to them so that the teacher can then check to see who's completed the assignment. And then for children logging